Welcome to solverfy.
This is the answer to chapter 15, problem number 74. And this problem is asking us to draw a stepwise mechanism for the radical polymerization to turn this monomer that we're given into a polymer. And so remember, for a free radical polymerization, when we're using something like ROOR, a peroxide, the first step is always going to be the breaking of the OO bond to form the radical. And so that's the initiation step. First, that OO bond breaks. So we're left with 2 units of RO with the free radical on the O. That's then going to do a free radical attack with this double bond. And so they will form a new oxygen-carbon bond here. The other electron from that carbon-carbon double bond is going to revert to the other carbon. So now we have a carbon radical, and that sets up the propagation step of this reaction. So in the propagation step of this reaction, it's actually exactly the same sort of as this second step, the second part of the initiation step. So the free radical that we have this time on carbon is going to attack the carbon-carbon double bond of another monomer subunit. And they're going to form a new carbon-carbon bond, the same way that up here a new oxygen-carbon bond was formed. And again, the other electron from that carbon-carbon double bond is going to revert to the other carbon. And so really the key feature of this propagation step is you start with a radical, you form a new carbon-carbon bond, but you also end with a radical. And so since this radical is still here, this can repeat over and over and over again. And each time it does, it's going to grow the polymer chain that we're building by one monomeric subunit. So, you can do this as many times as you can think of really until you run out of monomers. And that's how you grow very, very long chains. Then to end this reaction, we have what we call the termination step. And so that's going to be instead of a carbon radical attacking the carbon-carbon double bond to form a new carbon-carbon bond, 2 radicals are actually going to come together to form a new carbon-carbon bond. But the important difference here is that after this bond is formed, we're not left with a radical. And so since there is no more radical, the reaction can't continue, and it terminates the reaction, hence the name termination step. And so there are other ways that this could go. This is just one possibility. Really, the key feature is that we have 2 radicals coming together, as I said, and after this reaction with 2 radicals, there are no more radicals to continue the reaction. And so that is the stepwise mechanism for this free radical polymerization. And that is the answer to chapter 15, problem number 74.